Maybe update this a little bit if needed. Okay, 142. Let's do 142 out of 160. Give me a goal idea. Duh. Nah, I'm not a big Splatoon guy. You never know, though. You never know. Dude, I feel like I'm looking really good today. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I look like I'm currently in the middle of losing weight. This is my third day in a row of going to the gym. The hair is looking fire right now. Dude, I'm freaking gassed. I'm so gassed, bud. Let's go. What's cracking, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well today. Gonna start with Worldwise and segue into a tournament. I love that idea, Wario. Derek has correctly joined the stream. Yeah, Botrix is back, except it's Derek. Let's go. Guys, an update on me. I am actually starting to feel a lot better already. Because like I said, 2 streams ago, I went to urgent care. Oh! Polar, let me see if I wrote it down. I have a lot of notes here. If I didn't write it down, let me know what your combo is in the chat and I'll get it going next race. I'm in combo debt. Yeah, whatever combo you want me to use, Polar, you let me know. Whether it's the same combo you donated or another combo. And you can do it for free, obviously. Just let me know in the chat. You're welcome, Goomba. But yeah, honestly, lifestyle is becoming so much better. I'm on 3 days in a row going to the gym. Keep in mind, I also started while being kind of sick. So, like, that's also really cool. But I'm not going to say that I'm locked into this lifestyle. I'm not going to say that until I'm a month in. Because it's very important to me that when I say I'm locked in, it's after I've proven that I'm locked in kind of thing. And I've shown that, you know? Even if I miss a day, as long as I stay like as consistent as possible, like that's the way I want to go, you know? We got Leo with the 16 months. I know it's not super chat, but can you use Lakitu Landship, please? Yeah, I'll use Lakitu Landship. You're a long time member. I got you. Another month of Nation Giving. Yes, sir. Let's go, buddy. Thank you so much for the 16 months. I fell off the track. Leo, I really, really appreciate you. You're awesome. Keep being awesome and keep on giving her, bud. And you keep on joining the emotes too. Yeah, like right now, my only symptom is my nose being stuffed up. Now, I'm not doing combos for free, Bart Sims. Technically, Leo didn't pay anything in the moment to use that combo or to get that combo, but member for 16 months, like that'll do it. But I'm not doing it for free. You didn't have to pay $5. We got Polar with the 5. You didn't have to pay $5, man. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just Kamek, I choose the cart. And did I see you change your profile picture? I didn't notice the change, but I can't tell what it's for. I'm so sorry. It's just kind of hard when like the Discord profile pictures are like really small. Or not the Discord the YouTube profile pictures are really small. It's hard to tell. But either way, thank you so much for the 5 Polar Skellington. I really appreciate you. Streetle, you're awesome. Keep being awesome and keep on giving her, bud. I got you next race, Leon, because I was in combo debt with Polar Skellington. Oh, it's Kamek. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think I can barely see Kamek in there. Hold on one sec. All right, test. Test. Apparently my mic was peaking a little weird, so I just wanted to reset, see if it changed anything. Because I noticed it in my video on Wednesday with Chow, yesterday kind of thing. I don't know what it's all about. It's better now? Okay, awesome. Shout out Chow for bringing that to my attention. Freaking voice meters, man, you know? That's just how they go. One day I'll get a freaking XLR microphone. I'll understand how those work and get like a Shure SM7B or something. You haven't fixed your OBS problem? Big ADHD guy? I understand, bro. I understand. You didn't even say that, but I understand. Or just the struggle is real, which either way I understand. I actually came to a realization. Because I took an ADHD test like a couple days ago. I actually don't think I have ADHD. As per what the test told me, I don't think I have ADHD. I honestly think I just have anxiety. I think that's really all it is. Damn, that's tough, Goomba. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, I actually don't think I have ADHD at all. I'm pretty sure I have anxiety because one of the common symptoms of ADHD is like, it's not only really hard to start doing something productive, it's also really hard to keep that consistent. Like it's really damn near impossible to get into like a flow state, you know? But for me, I never struggle once I'm actively in the process. Here we got Laugh with the 2. Yellow Yoshi, Biddy, Flower Glider once again. You got it, Laugh. Thank you so much for the 2. I really appreciate you. You're awesome. Keep being awesome and keep on giving her, bud. Okay, so it wasn't an officially sanctioned test, but I also wouldn't refer to it as an online test either, like in that same category, because it was an ADHD symptoms test for a website that like actively helps you to like beat the struggles of ADHD. That's like apart from the like more conventional process, which is just like way too expensive and way too timely. But I think what I've learned since then is like, you know, I think I just lack confidence in my regular life because, you know, the reason why I quote unquote ADHD out on like getting to doing particular things is because I'm just scared. I'm scared of like being in an uncomfortable position. So I'm always stalling to remain comfortable, you know? But once I'm actually in the uncomfortable situation and I'm actively doing stuff, then yeah. Then I'm all good. And it made me think back to when I first lost weight back in 2018. And I kind of just realized, like, when I was in that state of mind, I was so confident. I was not anxious at all. I was excited for the things that most kids my age were anxious about. And then so, it just changed my life all around. I didn't have any anxiety, and I was confident like it was my second nature. So that's what I'm doing now. Like, you know, I'm back in the gym consistently. I'm starting to eat better as well. Not as well as I would like to right now, but I'm definitely eating less, which is already a huge improvement, which we like that. And overall, it's just about getting into good habits, you know, because I want to set myself up where I can grind the Mario Kart world and become one of, if not the very best player in the world. That is genuinely my goal, by the way. Like, I want to become the best Mario Kart World player in the world. And I truly believe I can as well. I truly believe in my heart that I can. I became really good at Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe at the start based on raw talent. I didn't really grind with the intent of like, I didn't really focus on improving that much. I was just playing. I was time trialing because I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the games. More so 8U than 8 Deluxe. Oh, shoot. My bad, Laugh. I'll get your combo next race. Top 3 mains for Mario Kart World. I'm going to say Conk Door, Coin Coffer, and Charge and Chuck. Legendary trio. I think the cow hype is a little bit much for me personally. I don't dislike the cows edition by any stretch, but I think there are some other, some more cool additions. But maybe that's just me being different, or just me pretending to be different. I don't know. Some casual pretending to be different. Dude, party. Don't remind me how good I was at this game, bro. I'm such a shell now of what I once was. Like, I was what, diamond back in the day too, or like approaching? Come on. Appreciate you, Polar Skellington. You have a good work shift. I really was so good at 8U and 8 Deluxe though. So it's like, I know I'm gonna have the raw talent right out of the gate, and I do feel like the next game is going to favor players who were really good at Mario Kart 8U and 8 Deluxe. I'm gonna be honest, I think people who got really good via like putting a lot of hours in, like into Lounge, I could be very wrong in this, but I think they're gonna get exposed in the next game. Because it's very easy to get good at this game if you put a lot of hours into it, because it's so accessible. I don't think the next game is going to be as accessible as 8 Deluxe. I just don't. Because it already looks so technical. I think the people who got really good and, you know, understand Mario Kart in general, not just 8 Deluxe, I think those are going to be the players who dominate this the next game. But I will be honest, I think people who put a lot of hours into this game are gonna get found out in the next game. Like who got really good like to like gold, platinum, sapphire level. I think they're gonna get found out in Mario Kart World. Because the problem with this game is like the most viable strat in this game requires luck to apply skill. That's the biggest problem in this game. Mario Kart 8 U, I know it had its problems, and I would say in terms of all-around, as an all-around game, I would say 8 Deluxe is better. But the reason why I prefer 8 U so much is because it was so skill-based. Like, there was such an easy differentiation. There was such a substantial differentiation between like you and players worse than you. If you were really good at 8U. No disrespect to the people who got really good in recent time, by the way. I'm just saying. I think people who had to put like thousands and thousands of hours to get to like the platinum sapphire level, I think those players, I mean, I could be very wrong. I just don't think that the skills that you develop in this game through that many hours, I don't think those players are going to get the handle of Mario Kart World very quickly. I just don't. And that's okay too. Because if people want to get really good, it's all a learning curve. It is ultimately all a learning curve. But I know I pick up these games really, really quickly. And now this time I'm going to be, you know, really putting together that like improvement mentality where it's like, I'm going to be time trialing so much. I'm going to be VOD reviewing so much. Like, I'm going to be going for top 10s, world records. And then, you know, I'm going to keep like, I'm going to make freaking spreadsheets for like the tracks like that are like, you know, most common relative to like my placements on them. And then, you know, create like some kind of formula with it. And then use that formula as the basis to find the tracks that I need to improve on. Rather it be in driving or in terms of changing my strategy, VOD reviewing for, you know, next time I play it online kind of thing. Unironically, one of my biggest goals for the next game is to be less opinionated on the tracks. I do not want my opinion on a track to change the way I go about it. So for example, if I was to try to get really good at this game, like again kind of thing, if I was to try to get like really good at this game in 2025, I would spend a lot more time trialing and VOD reviewing tracks like Mario Kart Stadium and Donut Plains 3. Because those are the tracks that, you know, I'd say more so Mario Kart Stadium, the tracks that I just don't do well on. If I really wanted to get better at this game, I'd regularly VOD review my Mario Kart Stadium races in particular. And then just try to like, you know, apply, you know, like a different perspective on strategy into the future, whatever the case is. Wow, that lag trail was unbelievable. What's up, Vantox? I think the biggest reason why I didn't really care to get better at this game in like the present day is just because I just don't have the fire for it like I did before. And that's perfectly okay. I've been on 8U, 8 Deluxe for coming up on 11 years. And the reality is just like, you know, especially when I think back to 8U, like I enjoyed 8U so much more kind of thing. Wow. Nice disconnect, dude. I got you, X-Malls. Let's go, Baberto. Yes, sir. Not necessarily shaky. I would say when it comes to playing the tracks you like, I think it is important to, you know, just enjoy. That sounds like a lounge term, dude. But my whole thing is I want to pick the tracks that I perform well on, kind of thing. And the tracks that I'm not actively performing well on are the tracks that I want to practice the most. Because I want to increase my win rate on those tracks to be more enthusiastic about my potential of winning on those tracks when they get picked. Been good, Vantox. I'm on day 3 in the gym every day. And I'm just eating better as well. I'm in a pretty good state of mind all around, and I just want to keep it going. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to say I'm locked in for sure until I'm about a month in, because it's easy to stay motivated right out of the gate, but there are moments where things get really hard, and I've gone through those before, where it just feels like fatigue, just exhaustion, getting yourself to there, whatever the case is. But once I get through a month, I know I'm locked in for life, kind of thing. And the more life experience you gain, it's kind of like the more you appreciate, what am I trying to say? The more life experience you gain, the more you appreciate when you're locked into the gym than ever before, kind of thing. Later, bro. I'm really hoping that it's a midnight release here. And I think it will be, because the mall that I got, like the GameStop in the mall that I pre-ordered my Switch 2 from, like they told me they've done midnight releases before at that exact mall. Wow, man. And the demand was really, really high too. So it's like, and the supply was, you know, met as well. So I have a feeling that it's going to happen. You know, if it doesn't, it's okay. Like, obviously, contingency plan, we're going to sort that out. I don't know if I'm going to stream the game right away. I'm probably going to record stuff and, you know, make a short as well. But I'll definitely stream, like, in the evening. But if we get a midnight release, I'm streaming at like 12:30 to 1 a.m. Like, that's what's happening. $3 a.m. vlog for 20 bucks. Oh my, whoa. Okay, I'm sorry that was very sudden, but like, wow, my most recent short is doing really well. Damn, that caught me off guard, dude. That really caught me off guard. Holy crap. It's got like 4.7k views in under 30 minutes. Like, that's crazy. And I actually put less effort into it too. It's not gonna be a regular thing with my shorts. Like, I want to put in like some solid effort into all of them, but I think just kind of shows that, like, if I'm having an off day, I just want to get an easy short out while still staying true to my format, then you know, I can afford to do so, and it's still blessed. I'm so excited for Mario Kart World, man. Stop defending Mario Kart Deluxe short. Bro, my video on why World will be better than 8 Deluxe made so many people mad. I cannot wait to laugh at all their faces when Mario Kart World actually shows that, like, it is as good as I think it is. And I'm telling you right now, excuse my language, I'm going to be an asshole about it too. I'm actually going to be the biggest asshole about it. You will not see a bigger asshole than me when Mario Kart World turns out to be the best Mario Kart game in the series. I'm just saying. Hello, Shrooms. Oh! Yes, sir. What's up, Liam? Oh, shoot. Got freaking Mr. Big YouTuber in the chat. Got me distracted, messing up my drifts. Hey, you know what? I could be wrong. You never know. You never know. We'll freaking see what happens. What do I think about the nerfs? My perception is, like, when it comes to the shock, I like the shock nerf a lot. I think it's gonna, like, even the playing field of, like, front running and catching up. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Like, you know, it's still going to be useful in catching up if you are to not be affected by the shock. But if you are affected by the shock, you'll be able to respond much faster, which I do really like. I think it's going to make things a lot more balanced. I think there's going to be a lot more skill involved in winning as a result. The bill being nerfed, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I think it's going to make it a bit more balanced. Might be a bit biased in saying that. But I kind of like that you can't just abuse it to, like, catch up, like, significantly. You have to work for that comeback kind of thing. And I really like that. And then the golden, I'm so happy the golden looks good. Like, I hate the golden mushroom so much in this game. Like, if you know anything about me, yeah, there you have it. So I think, like, I really like the gold mushroom. I'm okay with the bill nerf, and I like the shock nerf as well. I'm also a big fan of the attack items being nerfed in general. I'm a big fan of that. And then boost items being nerfed or buffed in general. Also very happy about that. It seems definitely, like, very balanced, which I'm very happy about. Obviously, we won't know for sure until the game releases. Like, it's all just, like, educated guesses based on what we've seen. I also didn't realize I had a nana. I thought I had a coin. But yeah. We got Jan with the 2. Best tip to getting good at 8 Deluxe. Funky Kong, please. Yes, sir. I'll get you Funky Kong next race. Well, first of all, you should be asking Liam or Van Talks that question, not me. But actually, no, it's fine. Because I'm going to answer that question based on what I'm personally going to be doing to get good at Mario Kart World. And that's going to be time trial your butt off, get a very good feel of the driving on each track and the fundamentals. You definitely want to focus on the tracks that are most common first, and then you can just like put like a decent amount of effort into the less common tracks that'll still pop up. And by putting more effort into the more common tracks, you'll get a much better understanding of the fundamentals, as you'll learn the fundamentals faster, and then you'll be applying them in the races as well. So when the lesser common tracks get picked, you won't be at a complete disadvantage if you're going from 0 to hero. I did not realize I'd have that little time. And then I would say, you know, what I'm personally going to be doing is putting aside my track taste and focusing on performance when it comes to like the tracks I pick and the tracks that I want to improve on. So like, for example, let's say I am really good at Great Question Block Ruins, but then I really suck at DK Spaceport. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gather as much footage as I can on DK Spaceport, VOD review with people as well, with, you know, people better than me, or even with you guys, because, you know, even if there is a skill discrepancy, like relative to, you know, like your VOD reviewing ability, the reality is the more people watching, the more perspectives there are, and maybe someone could bring up a perspective that I never thought of. It could be right or wrong. You never know for sure, but it's something to think about. There's always something to think about, no matter, you know, what the situation is. So just like VOD reviewing like a bunch of like the races that you perform not well on, and, you know, especially the tracks that you don't perform well on, so you can form a basis on like how you can get better on those tracks. It's also going to be easier in general because there are only 30 tracks in the next game. 32 if you count the 2 variants of Crown City and Peach Stadium, which I believe they're going to have different layouts, so it makes sense. I'm talking a lot. Still a little sick. But yeah, that's what I would personally do to get really good at, oh, freaking Kai, dude. Oh my gosh. No way, man. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what I would personally do to get really good at Mario Kart World. And that same kind of mentality can be applied to 8 Deluxe. I was in first for a split second because Kai's out here going backwards. Actually, just insane scenes. What the hell, man? Well, I got 6th. Cool. All right, Funky Kong Biddy. Locked and loaded. Yeah, rolling for that play. Insane scenes, dude. But yeah, I think regarding in the footage, you know, wall riding and rail grinding looking slower than if you did the course normally, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I think it's definitely gonna be very vital. It's just not going to be something that is like very easily that you just do everywhere you can kind of thing. That's my prediction. It's not going to be something you do everywhere. There you have it. The CPUs in the next game do look a lot harder, I think. I did pick up on that. Thanks, Hamley. I appreciate that. Also, I didn't even like make a big deal out of it. We had 190k subs. I don't think we're hitting 200k before Mario Kart World. Especially because I'm not doing my subscribe call to action in my shorts anymore. Which I could get back into considering, you know, I haven't really seen significant growth out of getting rid of the intro or out the outro. And I have seen significant growth with the outro, so I think I might bring it back. I've practiced, but I've done it both ways. I don't think it makes a difference. Unless everyone subscribes right now, that's real. Yep, the big lock in, that's real. Chow, that's messed up. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope my nose gets unstuffed, like, soon. Sometimes when I'm talking on this stream, I feel like I'm talking like with a plugged up nose, like I'm plugging my nose myself manually, like this. Yeah, I'll talk about milkshakes again. That's real. I mean, dude, I didn't say anything wrong about milkshakes last time I talked about them. I'm just saying. Like, there's nothing wrong that I said. Are we really gonna do this again? Do I have to make myself clear again? That sucked. Yes, sir. It's tough when it comes to acceleration. It's definitely gonna be very important to maximize the leverage of just being able to, what am I saying, dude? Let me think. It's gonna be really good for leveraging the friendliness of getting hit. Absolutely. Shut up, Kai. Low-key, I really could see this every stat being equally as important. I definitely think in Knockout Tour, no, honestly, I think it's gonna be equally as important every stat in Knockout Tour as well. Albeit Knockout Tour is definitely gonna be more of a casual mode. Low battery. Yeah, there's only Balloon Battle and Coin Runners. And it's really just sections of the map that are being turned into battle arenas. Yeah, no, it is a huge downgrade. I wouldn't call it as bad as 8U, but it's definitely a downgrade. No, it's not 8U, because in 8U, it was just the tracks that you could drive backwards. In Mario Kart World, it's more condensed. I might do some battle lounge here and there. You never know. Is that a shock? No, it's not. Where am I going? I think it's no mini turbo, dude. I think so, King Connie. I think so. It kind of makes sense though that they're kind of taking this angle of like covering like the IPs that didn't get a lot of attention. Does that make sense? Beat JPG is crazy. I gotta calm down with the voice because I can definitely feel it. Like I'm still like a little sick. I gotta take care of this. Take care of the voice. Take care of up here. Oh. Dude, this short's still doing so well. What the hell? But yeah, honestly, I'm so excited for Mario Kart World. Dude, 4 weeks out. 4 weeks out. That's it. How crazy is that? I really hope it's been that release here. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but I'm not gonna hold my breath for it because I don't want to get all prepared and like manifest it and then it just doesn't happen. Then all of a sudden it's just like sad, you know? No! Don't hit me. Yes, sir. No! Oh, gosh. Yo, guys, for no particular reason, hashtag drop the price. Vote with your dollar. of your mind if Mario Kart, if you think World costs $80. Dude, I watched a Nintendo Land video the other day. And by the way, I like Nintendo Land. I like watching his videos kind of thing. This is in no way like a personal diss or anything. But, dude, I was getting so annoyed. It was his video on what the Mario Kart World DLC could look like. And I can't tell you how many times in the video he was like, let's just hope it's not paid because people are already mad enough about paying $80 for the game. A game that's not worth $80 to begin with. He mentioned it like 6 times minimum. Like, we get it. It's 80 bucks. You don't like it. You don't think DLC paid is, you know, warranted on top of that. Like, we get it. You could have just said it once. I hated hearing it over and over and over again. Yeah, we could get DLC for this game. This would be really cool, but you know, we just gotta hope it's free because I don't think any of us want to pay more DLC for an $80 game. By the way, reminder guys, it's an $80 game. Like, I don't think we want to pay DLC for an $80 game. Like, come on now. Like, come on. This track is actually very fun to drive. It's Worldwise, Jamie, so I don't really care too much. That's how OBS works. Obviously, got to make myself louder than the game itself. Also, I got blued off the track. Kind of lame. Kind of freaking lame-o potato, bud. What the hell? And you're back in more fire. Devious gameplay. Wow. Yeah, it's James Zua glider time. I definitely will not be able to pull that off. I also think you need 2 shrooms for it. Well, let's try it. No, that's not happening. I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. I'll do like a super hard drift to the right, motion glide to the left, and then do a right drift as you land. Thickest Canadian accent for the entire next race. I got you. Yeah, that's exactly it, Rory. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, my freaking triceps are killing me. Or my lats. I don't know. Shoulders? I don't know. Everything's sore. No, I don't hate Shortcat because he praised the golden mushroom. I didn't see a short though. I also saw the clip of him doing it before he freaking posted it anywhere. Because, you know. I got that premium like that. I'm the premium individual like that, you know? What's up, Yoshi? Yes, sir. What the hell? I'm so excited to make content for the next game, dude. Like, yeah, drop the price. Vote with your dollar and save the gaming industry. Yeah! What a bunch of idiots, dude. Dry Bowser Biddy does look fire. That's what I'm saying, Derek. Wait, don't raise the price too much. Rent's already expensive enough. No! No! That's crazy. I mean, honestly, like, I've said this multiple times. If they increase the price too much, they're going to price people out. And that's going to be the set of people that shows Nintendo that, okay, you're taking it a bit too far. This is just a natural, you know, increase in the gaming industry. It's been $60 for like 2 decades now. So realistically, we should have had $70 games like a decade ago. And then now it should have been $80. Like, I feel like that makes more sense. I think the only reason it's really rubbing people the wrong way is because it happened so suddenly. Like, $70 games started, what, 2 years ago? When it was $60 games for 2 decades prior. That's the situation. But the reality is, it's still, you know, it's still hurting people that the prices are going up. Like, one of my best friends, he can't buy it. It's not in his best interest to buy a Switch 2 in Mario Kart World. Like, I agree with my best friends. I wouldn't doubt that they aren't buying just because it just doesn't make sense with how expensive it is. Like, there is a party of people who will not be... There is a big party of people who will not be chipping in simply because it doesn't make logical sense for them to. They're getting priced out. It's not feasible for them. And that's the problem that Nintendo will fall into if they continue to increase prices like this. But if they don't go too much farther than this, then it'll be perfectly okay. I definitely think the Switch 2 will be very successful. I don't think it will sell nearly as much as the Switch 1, though. But I can still see it selling, like... I mean, Switch 1 sold, what, like over 110 million copies or something like that? Or, like, consoles? Probably more. I haven't checked the Wikipedia page in a while. You know what? We'll go after this race. Don't spoil me. I want to search it up myself. I'm not going to look at chat to be safe. But I want to make a prediction relative to how many copies or how many consoles the Switch 1 sold. What the hell? Wow, JPG cat messed up. All right, let me take a look. Give me that Wikipedia page. Oh my gosh! 150 million? As of 2024. Also, good idea plugging in my controller. Dude, that is crazy. Like, I knew it sold a lot. I didn't know it sold that much. Oh my gosh. Wow, the Switch was really that successful. That's crazy. What the hell? Okay. So with that in mind, I can sell the Switch 2 in a span of like 7 years or so. I can see the Switch 2 selling 75 to 100 million consoles. I can see that. I think it will sell really, really well. Maybe a wider range, 50 to 100 million. It's not going to sell 150. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to sell 150. But their price model, it might make sense relative to, you know, how much it costs to manufacture and not pricing too many consumers out. You never know. Yeah, 45 billion is crazy. But yeah, it's definitely not going to sell as well as the Switch 1. I really, really doubt that, but it's going to be a competitor in the gaming industry. There's no doubt about that. I'm saying, I'm personally predicting 75 to 100 million. Like within 7 years, that's what I'm calling for. I did not realize it sold that many freaking units. That's actually crazy. Wow, man. I definitely think so, truly, by the way. Like best game to release with. I definitely think Mario Kart World is that game. Absolutely. Games that you can put thousands of hours into. Absolutely. There's always a reason to come back to Mario Kart. The way I see it. So they couldn't have done it better, truly. Damn, it beat the PlayStation 4? When did it come out? It came out 2013. No, that's even better then. Damn, fair enough. Okay, PlayStation 5. Released in 2020, 75 million as of 2024, valid. Damn, Xbox is the one that's behind now. Yeah, pretty substantially too. Let's go, Mario player. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the Switch 2 will definitely sell. Like, I will be very surprised if it sells under 50 million. Oh, so we're gonna play 2 more races and start up a tournament. Excuse me, my freaking nose is clogged up. Big cut. Oh, I tried. Big shock dodge. Yes, sir. Game's too easy, bud. Look, shy guy. You have a good night, truly. Wait, I have an amazing idea for 160. Well, no, because I'm going to do it anyways. I'm not going to do ideas that I'm going to do anyways, you know? What should I do for 160? Look at Funky Kong flexing like that, dude. Funky Kong cosplay. Dude, fun fact, I actually wanted to dress up as Funky Kong for Halloween on like a couple years. Like for like a couple years on occasion kind of thing. Maybe I'll actually make it happen this year. Dunk on Mario Kart 8 for 2 hours straight. The anime JPG me in this worldwide, yep. Devious. All right, this is the last race, by the way. Just want to make it clear. What if we do a playthrough of Mario Sunshine? Because that's probably my least favorite 3D Mario. It's still fun, though. I still like the game, but it's overrated. I like Mario games. What can I say? No, man. No, man. That is a very unpopular opinion because Odyssey is my favorite video game of all time. No! Bro, I could go on a rant on those videos bashing Odyssey. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna make a tournament. All right, it was one more month then. We're calling it 4 weeks now. I'm sorry, Goomba. Are there more icons on here? Nope. The DLC characters did not make it. Well, Birdo's bow made it at least. That's actually valid. I'll make it the cow. Yeah. That's actually very valid. Oh, it's Wendy's bow? That would make sense too. I would not know how to get Mario Kart 2 or on my Switch. Ooh, Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64? That's actually a really good idea. It's actually I'm doing that, yeah. All right, today at 17:30 to today at 18:30. Pow. Shuffle every 4th race. Pow. That is really unlucky, to be fair, Lumi. Oh, let me get the tournament code up, by the way. There we go. We'll stay on the funky mans. The Mario Kart ripoffs? That would be really funny. All right. Hello Kitty Racing? Bro, the other racing games. Dude! If we could get Crash Team Racing going too. Because I've heard good things about the driving in Crash Team Racing. That sounds really fun. Diddy Kong Racing? That's gotta be on the Switch Online, right? Can't drift, bro. It's not? Damn, that sucks. Dude, you know how we got Kirby Air Riders? Imagine we get Diddy Kong Racing 2. I'm just saying. Like, imagine the Switch 2 was just the console for, like, racing games. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds 2? Come on. Fifth! Yay! Woohoo! ah. Oh, I'm a tired man today. I'm a tired man. Yeah, int JPG is crazy. Only Goomba, bro. What up, Corch? That me next to Mewtwo in the track selection is so disturbing. What is that name? Penis Man. What? What? Yes, I'm still in gold debt. We're going to be using the Saturdays to fulfill all the goals. Starting with Mario 3D World on Saturday. Yay! No! Later, Laugh. You have a good one. Oopsies. I'm off. Also, I will say, When Mario Kart World releases, the stream schedule is going to be brought to a halt. And it may be improvised once I'm ready to make something new. Just an FYI. Yo, we got Yoshken with the 5. Yes, sir. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I wanted to ask if you would participate in a send-off for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with a few other YouTubers. I can definitely see that happening. Artat, Shortcat, Troy, and I, we haven't officially talked about it. It was more like just in Shortcat's comment section. But we have all entertained the idea of doing a 4v4 squad queue together. So, like, never say never. We'll see what happens, dude. But thanks so much for the 5. Yoshken, I really, really appreciate you. You're awesome. Keep being awesome. Keep on giving her, bud. Nah, he'll come back for it. He probably left the lounge server because he isn't actively playing the game much at all. He's been focusing on Mario Kart Wii. Oh, shoot. That's a good point, Slapshine. Yeah. Well, he already has a placement, though. You just got the Shroomless world record on Daisy Circuit 200. That's epic, dude. Do you have to play a solo event even if you're already in the system? I don't think you have to, right? Oh. I thought it was just a situation of once you have your placement MMR sorted out, you can play wherever. No, that doesn't make sense. You surely can play squad queues your first events. I mean, I'll check for sure. I'm okay with being wrong here, but like, it doesn't make sense to me because the whole reason you have to play a placement event first is so that you can get a placement MMR. But Troy already has that because he's played, you know, he already has that because he's played a couple events. It doesn't make logical sense for him to have to play the other events. That's just the way I see it. Oopsies. Strats to get 2 boxes. Bagging in first, yep. Yeet! I tried to use physics to snipe him, but it didn't work. I was close. No! No! Ah! Ah, the snipe landed! I'm probably getting red for it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, sir. We got Yosh Ken with another 5. I was asking if you wanted to join me and a few others for an all cup tour on May 30th for the 11th anniversary. I'll consider it. I'll definitely consider that. We'll see what happens, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you for the 5 though, Yosh Ken. I really appreciate you. You're awesome. Keep being awesome and keep on giving her, bud. Thanks, Harry. I really appreciate that, dude. Probably won't be hitting 200k before Mario Kart World, but never say never. I might go back to the outro, to be honest, because it works for bringing people in. And especially for the longer shorts, most people are what's it called? The average view duration is probably going to tank before then anyways, but I don't know. If that blue shell went for me, that would have been devious. Yes, sir, Glenn. Yo, we got G-Dog in the chat. What's up, bro? I think I'll definitely hit 200k this year. Yeah, dude, I was just dialed. Mr. Dialed in over here, yup. Big keyboard masher over here. We got my man, Rule 2525, Mr. Jack Waslin, Mr. Zoe. Yeah, got my boy Zoe. He ain't no hoe. You know me, I'm going worldwide. My subscribers up, they gonna fly. Yes, sir. Goomba, we can definitely arrange like a time. Like we can talk it through. I used to have a problem with loud keyboards, but now that I live on my own, it doesn't really matter to me. Just because, like, my room was just below my mom's room, so she could hear basically everything. That's why I could never really stream that late at night like I can now. At least 7 Rolexes. Hashtag JPG fact of the day. Let's freaking go, buddy. Couldn't have put it any better myself. You dirty Americans. Yep, that's what I'm saying, G-Dog. Let's go, Yuma 2. That's a very satisfying feeling being done your exam season. I'm honestly gonna miss it, if anything. Like, I'm gonna miss the adrenaline rush of being done. Is what I meant. Not the exams themselves, I can promise you that. We got Penis Man back in here, let's go. Best of luck to you, DTD. Bro, and his me is out of this world. Like, look at that me right here. That me's crazy. Symbols and whatnot kind of like get through Nintendo's force field. Dude, it's the me in particular that gets me. It looks demonic. Absolutely insane. I think tomorrow I'll be better. I have some steroid nasal spray that has been coming in so clutch and healing me faster. Oh yeah, Chow, every single day. Every single day, first thing I do before I go to the gym. Every single day. Freaking Yumu 2. What did I Yumu do, dude? Oh yeah, trust me, Griffin, I made that joke the other day too, dude. No longer natty. Bro! Yeah, bro, I'm on a good trend schedule right now. Another professional athlete succumbs. Yeah, so real, dude. Actually so real. Yeah, every time I was molding in lounge, that was roid rage. I've been exposed. Get freaking owned, buddy. I know you're getting first anyways, but get owned. Low trick. Damn. I got second though. Yo, we got Jolo with the 5. YOLO. JPG, what's good? Who you gonna main in MK Dubs? Valid name. I am going to main. I feel like, see, I would main Conqueror, but I feel like he's a lot smaller and skinnier than I would have imagined him being in the first place. I think Coin Coffer might be my goat. I don't know. Regardless, thank you for the 5. Jolo, YOLO. I really appreciate ya. You're awesome. Keep being awesome and keep on giving it, buddy. Yeah, freaking Conqueror needs the roids. He used to get on T. go. Hands off, coin coffer is yours. Fair enough, Griffin. Fair enough. I understand. I don't have a definitive main, to be honest. Like, coin coffer, conch door, and charge and chuck are my 3 personally. Hammer Bro is also very valid. Yeah, Chow, the freaking peeps. Catacroc is actually a very valid character. Very valid choice. It's my freaking tournament. Fishbone, also fire. Dude, we should do a freaking new character tier list. Like in a future stream, we need to do a tier list. That would go so hard. Pokey is also very valid. I am a true boner personally. P-Jet Scooty? What is that? Bruh. Yeah, I think you could have picked a better nose, to be honest, Nat. But I respect the effort. Bro, tell me about it, Jolo. I'm not going into it expecting any particular numbers, but I'm gonna work towards getting, you know, creating a lot of outreach. Especially with my skill, because I think I can get really good at the next Mario Kart World. I really believe in my ability. I have really good skills in Mario Kart in general, and I feel like I can definitely apply them. So I'm gonna go for it. The feather probably is more useful too, dude. That really is crazy to think about. All right. I could definitely see balance patches coming in future updates of Mario Kart World. And I'll be making videos on them. Yes, sir. I got 4 tricks. I think that was the first time in my life I've ever gotten 4 tricks there. I think it is 30 FPS. I think I saw gameplay of it being 30. Like, I think it was in the direct that showed 30 FPS. I could be wrong though. I imagine it being just like the booster course pass, where you know, every update, or like, you know, like there'll be an update where You know, like the character stats will just increase kind of thing. Like the lesser viable characters. But that also depends if that's even possible. Like if the meta is very balanced and there's a balance patch, then the heavier characters are going to be meta. Can I farm Twitter likes again? Dude. Excuse my language once again. Considering how much of an asshole I'm going to be when Mario Kart World turns out to be amazing, I probably can farm Twitter likes. Let's go, Jolo. That's awesome. Oh, excuse me, man. Sorry I'm yawning so much. For real, Chow Master. Blue Sky really is so much better as well. Just sucks that most, if not everyone's still on Twitter kind of thing. So it's just like you get FOMO. Oh, yeah, exactly, Griffin. We were talking about that earlier. Like, the Switch 1 sold 150 million units, which is insane. I think the Switch 2 in that time span is probably going to sell like 75 to a million. Or to 75 to 100 million. Like, it's definitely not going to sell as well as Switch 1. There's no way. There's actually no way. And yeah, it's like Chao said, like, it makes sense relative to inflation. It just sucks when wages have not gone up relative to inflation. That's where it, like, really kills it. But, I mean, in all honesty, I was mentioning this earlier as well. I feel like the $80 price tag would be a lot more, you know, a lot less hated on if the central price tag for AAA games wasn't $60 for 2 decades. Like, they upped it to 70 for really big games in 2023. And then 2 years later, it's 80. There was only a 2-year gap in between the next $10 increase. That's just the main idea. Yeah, that's a good point. It's all together. It is all together, Griffin. That makes sense. Yeah, if you get if you beat everyone else to the punch and you get it before fall, you can get Mario Kart World for $50. You never know. More than likely, Stickman, I think I recognize you're me. Yeah. I think 400 would have been a lot more valid than 450. I think 400 makes sense relative to the increased power. Yeah, exactly, Griffin. Controllers should definitely be less expensive than games. Like a $60 controller nowadays makes sense. $50 for Joy-Cons. It is ridiculous that Joy-Cons are priced that high. Favorite track currently? Assuming you're talking about Mario Kart World, right? I think I read someone said, I need to do research on this to be 100% sure. But I don't think Xbox increasing all their stuff is because of the Switch 2. It was like it was already planned kind of thing. I think. I don't know though. I have to research it before I make that 100% claim or refer to that kind of thing. I don't know if we can blame Nintendo just yet. That bum console anyways is crazy. No! Yikes. I think everything, a mix of everything happening all at once and the lack of transparency is what's causing the outburst. I think that's what it is more than anything. The Remy. Slow down just enough. Slow down just enough, dude. Well, don't do all that. I messed up to get second place. I'm gonna quickly refill my water. My water system kind of sucks now, though. So it might take a bit longer, but I'll try not to be. The Xbox 720. Dude, that's a funny story, actually. It should have been called the Xbox 720. We were actually robbed of that when it was called the Xbox One. Fun fact, though. So, my favorite number for so many years was 720. My Nintendo Network ID was the Johnny Boy 720 on the Wii U. I made that my NNID because of the Xbox 720. I like the number so much. Oh my goodness. We were so sure in grade 5 as well. Dude, grade 5, how many years ago was that now? Like 12 to 13 years ago, dude. That's crazy. That's actually crazy, dude. And then we got some people in my chat whose 5th grade was like a couple years ago at best. Dude, Griffin, good for you for not coming around my streams too often, because like my streams, easiest way for people like us to feel old. I know, Chow, that's freaking crazy. No, I missed the snipe. Griffin, you also missed the stream where I accidentally implied that I'm a freaking unk. Because there was a poll. I made a poll because like people were talking about we need a poll for this. Where you could vote yes or no, is JPG an unk? And it was a pretty even poll for the most part. It was a pretty even poll, but then someone said they're turning 19, so they're gonna be an unk soon. I'm like, no, 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 no. And then after that, I said, to be an unk, you gotta be like at least 21. Like that's unk status. And then literally like 2 seconds later, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, man. Yeah. And then the moment I did that, the tides immediately turned, and then it was like 63% yes, 37% no. Yeah, dude, I actually played myself. Shoot, my throat's so dry, man. That was so funny. Very funny stream times. Then we got natural high with the 5. Cough drop time. That's actually real. You were Peach Teddy Buggy Rollers, right? I swear that was it. I'll get a cough drop going right now. I don't want to suffer for the rest of the stream either. Peach Teddy, right? Before the balance patch? Wait, it was that before the balance patch, right? That's awesome, so. That is so epic, though. Thank you so much for the 5 natural high. I really, really appreciate you. You're awesome. Keep being awesome and keep on giving her, bud. Let's go. That is so epic. Peach Teddy on the way. How could I forget, man? You're one of the OGs. Yo, what up, Sleepy? Sleepy woke up. That's why he wasn't here earlier, because, you know, Sleepinator. What is this lag? What is this lag? What? What? I've never seen that before. That was crazy. That leg was crazy. Guitar Man, you have to see this. want to pick my combo first, and then we're going to go through the clip. Guitar One, if you're here, make sure you're watching.
Let's go.
Okay, look at this. Like, what? What? What was that speed up first and foremost? Like, and then, what? That lag was devious. That was unreal. Ugh. Dude, Chow, you're a genius for this too. I was only thinking of using cough drops for like when I have like that itchy throat or there's like a frog in my throat kind of thing. It works so well for a dry throat as well. Yo, ban that guy. No, I'm kidding. What's up, Golden Mushroom? Golden Mushroom in the chat. Actually, dude, you're gonna be my best friend in 4 weeks. You're kind of dead to me right now, but don't worry. You're my best friend in 4 weeks. Nah, Griffin. Nah. I'm not that goofy like that. Cough drops have been blessed for like the last couple days. I underestimated their exact like benefits kind of thing, or like usage benefits, or times to use them, I guess. Dude, I know that the enemies to lovers arc. Let's actually go, dude. The enemies to lovers arc. I can't wait. Yes, sir. I'm gonna reset the gun. Test. All right, just a few more races. I picked Madrid Drive. I know. Azalfi's going crazy right now. I'm warming up to Madrid Drive. Stop defending city tracks. So real. You visit this track IRL? So valid as Elfie. Yay! First slot, what track would you benefit the most on? Dry Desert. Dry Desert after last set on lap 2. It's the only scenario where you really benefit. Ta-da! Hey. I think you're dreaming a little too hard, Jamie. I'm not gonna lie. It's so true too, Rory. It always happens. I've never fallen off there before, not gonna lie. I'm getting glued, aren't I? Yep, completely. In full. What was that lag trail? Pardon? Give me that draft. I have not seen those movies, Griffin, but maybe one day. There's a lot of movies that I have not seen, to be honest. There's a lot missing, you know? No! I got first. Well, I'll tell you what, G-Dog, you definitely made the right play telling Chow to make me watch them, because it's definitely your best bet. Definitely your best bet at getting me to watch those movies. Dude, Golden Mushroom number 2 is like pretty valid though. more control kind of thing, you can make it work a little bit better. Interesting pick. I think we're gonna get 2 more races and something like that. I'm not sure for sure, bud. We got the golden mushroom standoff right now. 8th favorite track. That is the weirdest question ever. Just because the 8th favorite track in particular. I don't know. Okay, if I had to guess, my 8th favorite track, I'd say probably Hyrule Circuit. Because I know my top 5. And I know Moonview Highway is like number 6 or 7. So I'm going to say Hyrule Circuit's probably the best contender for number 8. It's number 8. What Sonic game have I played recently? It's been a wee bit, to be honest, but most recent Sonic game I played is Sonic Mania. I really want to get Sonic X Shadow Generations. I would love to play that, to be honest. Shadow is such a cool Sonic character, man. It's peak? Okay, good to know. Noted. That is so funny, Griffin. Yaoi fanfic, dude. Yes, Chow. Griffin in particular said that. The colon 3 is crazy. No! No! I got first still, so okay. Donut Plains steers the track for online time trials. I think time trials is okay. Online track is terrible. If there's a shock and play, it turns into the worst track of the game. There is not a track that I hate getting shocked on more than Donut Plains 3. Bro, we're gonna get booted out anyways. Ugh. I'll tell you what, I definitely don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, dude, Yoshi Circuit was so good in 8U, and then it just sucks in this game. All right. Look at this. Hey, I won. Yay. Let's go me. Woohoo. Yay. We got me in first with 167, then we got in second 27 Nova, then Bleezy, Guitar Man, Moons Out, Alfonso, Jamie 1987, Goomba, Cute Rose, Stickman, Rory, Silvercat, George, Diamond Man, Thomas, Lava Lad, JPG Cat, Paco, Not Fat Nat, and James. GG's everybody. Thank you all for playing. And thank you all for watching the stream as well. I will be live once again on Saturday. We're going to be doing probably a later in the day stream. If I had to guess, probably like a 7 p.m. start if I had to guess something like that. But we're going to properly arrange it as well. We're going to be playing some Mario 3D World online with some of the members. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that big time. So, yes, sir, to that. Absolutely. But, yeah, with that said, yeah, I think Saturday during, like, the evening time is probably going to be, like, the wave for 3D World. And we'll see what happens. Saturday is definitely going to be my norm for, like, the goal... getting out of goal debt, if you will. So there you have it. But yeah, next week will be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday once again, and we got MKU this Sunday as well, so we're doing that as well. MKU might be in 2 Sundays from now. We don't know for sure. We got to make playoffs first. And then my last stream before MomoCon will be on Tuesday, May 20th. After that stream, I will not be streaming for an entire week. Because I have to get back to my place. But thankfully, I'm not bringing any much at all for my setup. Like, I'm not bringing any monitors or anything, or like a dock. Probably not, at least. So I'll probably work it out what I'm going to bring, though. And then obviously we'll see what happens when it comes to like getting everything back together. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Wrapping it up here. No, I'm not moving. I'm just going to MomoCon. From the 21st to the 26th of May. I think we can definitely make it to playoffs. I'm pretty confident in the team, in our ability to beat the teams that we're playing against. And I think we have a better strategy now where I'm going to be running like every single race no matter what position I'm in. And then in most situations, players like Youth, Mo, and Ariel will be running as well, something like that. But we'll figure out. We'll probably figure out the ins and outs. Maybe do some scrims, we'll see. But I am a busy man tonight, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, wrapping it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, like I said, I will be live on Saturday with Super Mario 3D World online multiplayer. That's going to be really, really fun. And I can't wait for that. So with that said, what's number 96? Mario Kart Stadium. Track sucks. All right, with that said, guys, until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic evening and night, and keep on giving her, bud. I'll see you guys on Saturday.